Hello, I'm Holly Lindley, and once again, in Unit 6, our final unit of this MOOC, I'm here with our expert panel, Webster, Chris, Susan, and I've got one final question that I want them to respond to, and that is, what are your hopes for the future of statistics education? Does anybody want to take a stab at going first?
I can start.
Okay. All right, Webster.
Yeah, so I hope we can really revamp the curriculum a bit to focus on the types of problems that are important in today's world. For example, we are so focused on inference right now at the introductory level, and it turns out if you have a lot of data, which we oftentimes do in today's world, inference isn't that interesting. The methods that we talk about for doing inference and things of that nature are really, once you have a few thousand observations per group, it's not that interesting. Statistical significance that we commonly talk about in the introductory course is not an interesting subject anymore. So I would like to see us focus more on visualization, more on some of those real-world things like cleaning up data, filtering and validating data. Those are skills that I think we should really start building into these courses. I mean, that's what employers need, and that's what skills you need to really answer questions in the real world.
Yeah. And wouldn't it be nice if that, at the collegiate level, if you've got students who have had a really rich K-12 experience that come in and are kind of really ready to do that kind of thing. So at the K-12 level, what are some of your hopes?
I would like to see us return to what the NCTM principles and standards did in data in K-5, so much that seemed to have been shifted and changed in this current direction. If you put it back, would actually serve the elementary schools, but also would build the base that you need for middle schools. We do see the holes at the middle school level of what students don't know, and we have to start from scratch, because there is, Gaze points out the levels that you have to go through. You have to get through that level. Is it level A?
Level A.
Yeah, and it has to be done, and unfortunately you don't have a way to do that in middle school right now, because they go right for heavy-duty conceptual background, measures of variability and things like that in middle school. And I think we know enough about data and kids learning at this point to think about building some trajectories where we talk about what happens. And while I think in the middle school variability needs more attention, I would like us to think about a way to build it in so students make sense about it. Cleaning data sounds like a wonderful idea too. I mean, there's some things that really at a middle school level would build off elementary at this point, and then you could move into these more sophisticated ideas of data, variability and things like that. So.
Chris, what are your hopes?
Well, of course, I have to follow up with what Susan said here. I'm a big proponent. We need to get statistics back in K through 12, at least in terms of our national standards. I think there are some states that are still trying to keep some statistics at K.
And worldwide, it's done at the elementary level.
That's right, at K through 5. But the key point here, though, is if the high-stakes assessment tests are not assessing statistics at K through 5, it's not going to be taught at K through 5. Yeah. Because the assessment items, the tests, they really do drive what's taught in the curriculum.
Right.
What are my goals for the future of stat education? Well, I think my main goal would have to be at the K through 12 level, that we can say that every high school graduate is statistically literate.
Yeah.
I mean, what an achievement that would be.
Right.
Because regardless of whether they go on to college or whether they're going into the workplace, they need to be able to reason statistically, and for us to have provided that to them, I think, is a mainstay. If I have one more big goal, it is working with our K through 12 teachers. I've often said that our K through 12 teachers are the key to our students becoming statistically literate.
Yeah, I agree.
It's not the college professors.
Right.
It is the K through 12 teachers.
Right.
They are the key.
Yeah.
And I think that my goal would be to help our K through 12 teachers become comfortable and to become confident that they can deliver the statistics curriculum.
Yeah.
And I think what most K through 12 teachers have discovered is that once they get their hands wet,
Right.
they really like it.
They do like it.
They really like it.
Yeah.
And
I bet you all like it after this MOOC.
And they see that their students really like it, and
Right.
they become engaged. So I would have to say those are my two big goals.
So, good. Thank you very much. This has been a fun MOOC, and I have really enjoyed all my conversations with my friends. Thank you.